Hey everyone, my name's Anxiety Offline, and tonight we're going to set up a brand new fingerboard from Blcny. So this is a penthouse popsicle 7-ply 29mm deck from Blcny. It's a brand new one I just got, and I haven't seen very many 29mm 7-plies, so I think this one's pretty unique. And it came with a really awesome patch that I haven't seen yet. Really cool. Awesome little add-in. Definitely gonna find something really cool to add this onto or put this onto. And so let's get into the deck though, without further ado. And I gotta say, I'm always very impressed with Blcny's craftsmanship. The decks always just look so amazing. You can see the 7-plies in there. And the 7-ply decks aren't overly thick. He uses kind of a thinner veneer for his 7-plies, so they still kind of have the overall profile of a 5-ply, but they have the pop of a 7-ply, so that's pretty cool. And as you can see, the expertly applied graphic there looks very amazing. I love the RealWear graphics they do. They always just look so realistic and wear in so nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and put a few stickers on here and apply my grip tape. And then, as always, I use the metal file, aka the chainsaw file, to get the perfect grip job every single time. And I do sell these on my shop as well if you want to ever grab one. They're only $1 a piece. And then I use a good old-fashioned paper clip, just kind of make some holes in the grip tape. It's not perfect, but at least it kind of makes way for the screws. When I put the screws in, they kind of go in cleanly and I'm not fighting with that grip tape to kind of punch through it. The trucks I'll be using are some 29mm BRTs with some abstract street slim wheels. So we're mounting our trucks here, and I like to go in a crisscross pattern, so I'll start in 2 of the corners, get those 2 squared away first, and then return back to the other 2 corners and get those ones squared away. I feel like when you go in a nice crisscross pattern like that, it gets the truck locked in very nice and evenly. And then I do check as well the screw length on the bottom of the deck just to make sure that it's equal on all sides. The last thing I'm going to do is take a sheet of tape and kind of give that grip tape kind of a couple sticks and pulls with that tape, because I feel like it helps it wear in a little bit faster. That stock grip tape, the brand new out of the package, is a little bit slippery for me, but when I go ahead and do this a couple times, it seems to kind of break in a little bit faster and nicer. So it's all set up now, and let's give it a shot, see what you think. And overall, this deck feels amazing. The craftsmanship is wonderful. It feels just like I thought it would. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get some tricks. Let's make an edit, and let's really break this thing in. Alright, hope you all enjoyed that edit. I had a lot of fun making it. I gotta say, this deck absolutely shreds. And again, just to recap, this is a 29mm popsicle penthouse 7-ply fingerboard from Blcny Ltd. Now, my closing thoughts on this 29mm deck here are that it feels absolutely great. I really like it a lot. It's a nice change up from my last deck that I was using on these trucks before, which was a millimeter wider and had a little bit more of a boxy nose. This one has the same wheelbase, but because of the little added space I got on the nose, it does feel a little bit bigger overall. And I like that though, because it makes the fingerboard feel, for me, a little more maneuverable. Now, I did make one interesting observation when using this deck compared to my other penthouse popsicles. I've had this one in 30mm, 33mm, 34mm, and I think 32mm as well. But one observation I made is that the skinnier you go with this mold, the steeper the deck actually feels. And that could be all in my head because they look visually the same, but when I skate this one, it does feel a little bit steeper than my 33mm deck of the same shape and concave. My 33 and 34mm Blcny penthouse popsicles and the penthouse Jake Hucka, they kind of feel more like medium high, when this one definitely feels like a defined high kick. But I gotta say, that being said, it doesn't feel dramatically high like other decks I've tried. I've tried like a Beast Pans, for example, and that one definitely felt like very steep, or almost like walls on each end. This doesn't feel quite like that, but it just feels a little bit more taller than I'm used to, and I'm kind of used to like a G15, kind of like that kind of kick height. So it doesn't feel snow skate high, but it just feels higher than some of my other decks. And I'm sorry, my lighting is all over the place right now. The sun is going like in and out of the clouds, just can't control it, so I'm just gonna kind of keep rolling with it. Either way, I'm going to be riding this deck for quite a while. I like it a lot so far. The only thing I'm considering changing right now is possibly the trucks. I have always been a BRT fanboy, but on a couple decks recently, I've switched out BRTs for dynamics, and I gotta say, I really like the added wheelbase. It gives some of my other decks brand new life, and I gotta say, some decks just go better with dynamics, other decks just go better with BRT. It just kind of depends on kind of your feel and just the deck and all kinds of stuff. Mostly just your opinion though. So I'm wondering how 29mm dynamic trucks would feel on this deck. I think eventually I may give it a shot, but I'm gonna keep sessioning it as is for a while. And at the time of this video, I got it set up with 29mm BRTs, Lightwork purple bushings, and then some Lab Legacy R wheels. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I gotta say, I absolutely love this deck for its functionality and its craftsmanship. Blcny always just knocks it out of the park with their decks. Everything just looks always so amazing. It's wearing in really nicely too. It's literally like a miniature skateboard. Just so cool, so cool. You can find out more about them at Blcny Ltd.com. Don't forget, I also have my own run of Blcny Anxiety Offline collab decks available on my website, anxietyoffline.com. So if you want to support me and support this channel, go over and grab one. So that's about it for today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time. Take it easy. Peace.